So I'm chilling at my house one day. It's like Friday night probably, and the group chat starts blowing up. And it's my cousin. He's like, "Yo, I'm bored. What's the move?" And I'm chilling in my room. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I didn't even text him back for a little while until like everyone else started getting in and being like, I don't know. Y'all want to go do something? And I was like, well, fuck it, dude. Let's go camping. And I live right next to the river. Like, you could walk to the river from my house. So we weren't about to just pull up and throw out a tent and, like, go camp outside. I was like, nah. We can go camping, but we're going to float down the river and shit. Because I got, like, four kayaks, and two of the kayaks are two-person kayaks. So I'm like, we've clearly got enough for everyone that's coming to fit. And not everyone in the group chat was coming. I already knew that. Because, like, if the whole group chat was coming, we was going to have to figure something else out. We ended up, only four of us ended up coming. So I prepped and I got my brother and we loaded up the kayaks on a trailer. But I was like, yo, I'm not trying to float down the river and just do nothing. So I texted my cousin, yo, pick up some Tito's and get some Hawaiian Punch so we can put it in that. And if my parents see it, they're not going to think anything of it because it's going to look like Hawaiian Punch. And they were supposed to make it and like have it ready. So I'm thinking there's no way they can fuck this up. They're going to come bring it and we're going to be set and we can just hop in the car and drive out there, right? So they ended up coming the next morning. So it's Saturday morning. They show up. I'm like, did y'all get everything? And they're like, yeah. And then they pull everything out and show me what they got. And I'm like, dude, no, you didn't get everything. They show up. They're like, they got water bottle, 2 water jugs, 2-gallon waters, and a bunch of like flavoring stuff. None of them are even Kool-Aid flavored. They missed the assignment nearly completely. But I'm like, fuck it, dude, whatever. We'll make it with this. It's straight. It's gonna look mad suspicious that we have red Kool-Aid in a water container, but whatever, dude. We're in this deep. And I don't know why I expected anything else from him, because we previously tried to go camping and we divvy up the tasks and we're like, yo, I'll drive, we can throw all the wood in my car and we'll get down there. Hunter, you bring the tent. So I get to Hunter's house. He ain't even got a tent, dude. I was like, how do you miss the assignment so hard? You ain't even. He's like, I never had a tent. I was like, then why did you say you were gonna bring the tent? Anyways, that was like a side story, but like, you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why I expected him to do exactly what I said. Whatever. My parents weren't even home. It's fine. We can't get caught like this. We're chilling. It's fine. Whatever. So we get to the river and we start floating down in it. We put in, and it's cool. I left the keys to my car on like top tire or something. I don't know. So my dad was gonna pick it up, and he was gonna take the car to where we were gonna pull out the next morning. So he doesn't have to pick us up or drop us off or anything. He's just got to move the car, and we'll float down the river after we camp, and we'll take out at the car, right? So we put the kayaks in the river, and we ain't even started floating yet. And we've already cracked the Borg open and started drinking it, right? We got Tito's in there. We're all set. We're ready. And we got, like, some doobies, right? So everyone else is smoking. I'm not smoking because I get anxiety really bad, and I was not trying to do that on the river. But I figure I can drink, and it'll be fine. So, hindsight, we probably shouldn't do that because somebody should at least stay sober, and it should have been me because they don't even know where the hell we're going. I'm the only one who knows how to get to the campsite and how to get back from the campsite, but whatever, it's fine. I also brought a sword with me for no other reason other than it looked cool, and I don't know, maybe I had to fight a bear or something. But we get pissed drunk, take some pictures with the sword because we think we're awesome or whatever. And then I start floating back down the river and we're still drinking, still having a good time. And I realized that I don't have my sword anymore. I have the sheath, not the sword. So I have no idea where my sword ended up going. But I threw my kayak out to the side and I dove in the water. I'm looking for it, and I have no idea how long it's even been missing, but it was not with me anymore, so that sucked. We ended up saying fuck it because I could not find it. I was not sober enough to find my sword. Whatever. But the river was kind of low, and we ended up pulling up to a tree that was down, and we couldn't get around the tree in the water. So we had to move our kayaks by hand around the tree. So we're moving all the kayaks and stuff, and I sit down in my kayak, and I'm like, yo, where's my paddle at? And we're looking around for it, and it's nowhere to be seen. I'm assuming it sank, but it's fine. We're chilling. The paddles come apart, so me and my cousin, we have half a paddle. Whatever, no big deal. We just gotta do it funky, but we can still paddle. It's fine. So we're paddling down. We finally get to the campsite. It took us like, I would say probably 3 hours to float down to the campsite. But there's time skips in here. I'm sure some stuff happened in between these, but I don't remember what happened. But I put in bush hooks, and if you don't know what bush hooks are, it's basically exactly what it sounds like. You tie a hook to a tree and let it sink in the water. And while I was setting the bush hooks, they were off at camp making hot dogs. And we had a decent amount of hot dogs, but my dumbass fell asleep while I was setting bush hooks. I think it was after I set bush hooks. I fucking fell asleep. And I wake up and it's almost dark. Like the sun is set, but it's still a little bit bright outside. But I woke up because my cousin was yelling my name. And I don't even really know how long it's been. So I rush over there. And he's like, yo, I think we're ready to go. And I was like, what do you mean you're ready to go? He's like, we ate all the food. I was like, what the fuck? How long have I been sleeping? He's like, you've been gone for like probably an hour and a half. I don't know. And I feel like he was wrong. I feel like I wasn't gone for that long. But it was almost dark. So maybe he was right. Anyways, I'm sitting here debating with them. I'm like, no, bro, we cannot leave. If we leave, we still got another 4-hour float to pull out. It's gonna be fucking dark, dude. And all three of them are like, yo, nah, we gotta go. We're out of food. And I'm pretty sure they were stoned, so they were like, had the munchies, and that's why they ate all the food, and now they're still hungry. And I lost this debate. We were leaving because all of them are in their kayaks and ready, and I'm definitely not staying overnight by myself. You got me fucked up. I already lost my sword, bro. Now I have to fight a bear by hand? Nah, bro. I'm going with y'all. So we half-ass pack up. We didn't even pack everything up. I fucking forgot my light, and it had like a charger in it. It was an expensive light. It was like a Milwaukee light. I left it there, dude. I forgot it. Whatever, dude. But the point is, we half-ass packed up and didn't take everything. We didn't even fold the tent all the way up because I was like, we're losing daylight and I don't want to waste time fumbling around with this. So I just fucking like mushed it all together and threw it over myself in the kayak. So that's basically just like a huge-ass blanket. So we start floating down, and eventually I realized I lost my fishing poles because those weren't with me. So I don't know where those were. We're probably in the water too, but whatever. But it starts to get darker and darker and darker. And I realize that I have 2 more flashlights. I lost my lantern, but I have 2 flashlights. And I turn them on and go, oh shit, they're fucking green. And I'm colorblind. So using a green flashlight in a green fucking forest is pointless. I can't even see it. And we only have 2. So only 2 of us can have flashlights anyways. I forfeit my flashlight because I can't even see. I'm just sitting in the water. But I'm mad tired and hungover basically because I stopped drinking when they said they were ready to leave. So it kind of like wore off while we were packing up. And we kind of kept drinking a little bit. Like I was definitely still buzzed, but my dumbass fell asleep. And they fucking left me, bro. They left me in the bushes, dude. I got super drunk, fell asleep, and woke up in the bushes, and they're long gone. I was like, you guys are assholes. What the fuck? Eventually, I catch up to them, and my cousin is trying to figure out where we're supposed to pull out, because he doesn't even know. He's never been down here. I'm the only one who's going to know the spot where the car is. I guess they were kind of hoping they would just be able to see the car from the water, which maybe you could have, but in the dark, you probably weren't, because it was like up more. But Hunter starts flipping out, dude. He's like, this is horrible. This is the worst thing I've ever done. Dylan, why did you come up with this idea? And I was I'm over here fighting for my side. I'm like, dude, if we would have just stayed there and slept, we could have had some light out. But no, y'all ate all the food and wanted to whine like little babies. And now we have to leave and it's pitch black and dark because there's no lights out there. So it gets dark fast. It's fucking pitch black. Some big ass fish or alligator, we don't really know what it was, but whatever it was fucking huge. Comes up next to Hunter's kayak and splashes and makes a bunch of noise. And we all start freaking out and start paddling fast as shit. And we only have, I only have half a paddle. I'm pretty sure Hunter only has half a paddle. And their other two friends, they still got a whole full paddle. But that didn't last long because we had to go underneath another like tree, but we could stay in the kayaks, but you had to like squeeze through. It wasn't very big, so we're trying to go under it. But I have a cooler on mine, and I basically said fuck it, this is too much for me to handle. I fucking just shoved the cooler off the back of my kayak. Whatever, I mean, I've lost so much shit already, it doesn't even matter. This is the cheapest thing I'm losing right now. But our friend lost a chair. Our other friend loses one of the paddles, so now we all have to share a paddle. So the only thing I have on me is fucking, oh yeah, and I lost the tent. I lost the tent when I fell asleep and ended up in a tree. It got, whoops, something just fell. But it got all winded up in the tree and I couldn't untie it, so I left that there. I was also cold as shit because I was using that as a blanket, and now I don't have a blanket anymore. But we all start losing shit left and right because we have to go under all of this. But we finally make it back to the car, and we don't even bother loading up the kayaks. We're all way too out of it to do any of that. So I just have them all pull up the kayaks to where they're out of the water completely, and if the water rises, it'll still be out of the water. So they're like fairly high up. We're definitely not going to lose it, and it's private property, so nobody's going to come down there and like steal our shit. So I said fuck it, let's leave them here and go home. We all get back to my parents' house and crash, and then when we wake up, I think they had an appointment or something, I don't know, they had something to do that day, so they ended up leaving. We woke up pretty late, so me and my dad end up going down to get the kayaks. And I get down there, and it's a shit show, dude. I was like, damn, we only have 2 paddles. The cooler's gone. And most of the stuff was my dad's, too. Like, he let us borrow it. He's never letting us borrow anything ever again. Because we lost all of it, and I had to pay for all of it out of pocket. It sucked. But we come back. We got, like, 1 chair. The cooler's gone. Everything's gone. Basically, everything's gone. But you know what did make it back, which I was impressed with? The Borgs. Both of the Borgs, we made it back. So I'm basically just praying, because my dad's already mad. Like, he's pissed we lost all this shit. So I'm praying he doesn't open up that thing and take a sip. But he kind of gives me like a side glance and then opens it and dumps it out. I think he knew, he just didn't want to like say anything right now. But that works for me. I don't care. He never said anything about it, even to this day. So we made it back, and basically we're never going camping ever again because that was a shit show. It was horrible. But my friends actually wanted me to make this video. They wanted me to make this video when I first started, but I was like, no, I can't tell this story yet. It's been too soon, and I don't want to get in trouble for any of this. So here it is, years later. I told the story, guys, so you better come like the video.
Hey, boys. We good?
Bro, this is treacherous.
I'm the Master Chief, I'm bringing down the hammer. I'll be fucking up your gravity. Don't play with me.